Welcome to our channel. In today's UPSC Toppers Answer Copy Analysis, we are going to discuss again UPSC 2023 Topper All India Rank 2 Animesh Pradhan Answer Copy. So let's go into the question which has been asked here. This question is pertaining to again GS Paper 2 component of social justice. Let's go into the question which has been asked here, friends. The whole gap between the number of females graduating every year and those entering the workspace is an issue of paramount importance that needs to be addressed. Discuss in the context of India. So overall, if you look at the question, there has been a single component asked in the question, and they have asked in a 10 marker format, so will be given maximum of only 2 pages to write. And one more thing, if you look at the question, friends, they have used a directive discuss, and whenever discuss kind of directives is asked, we know before conclusion we should try to come out with a way forward. Otherwise, if you could not do that, we should write a conclusion with a futuristic perspective. So let's now go into this structure of the answer which has been written by All India Rank 2 Animesh Pradhan, friends. So the structure of the answer is started with an introduction, but the introduction he has written in 5 lines. I would say 2 to 3 lines introduction would be ideal. But one thing which is looking very unique in his introduction is the usage of data. So he has used various data to justify, especially about the females graduating and those entering workspace related data. And this is something very unique. And whenever you do this kind of approach, that is starting an introduction not in a conventional manner, rather with a current affair approach, or starting introduction with a proper data, that will impress the examiner very easily, friends. Now let's look at the body of the answer. If you look at the body of the answer, it's clearly visible. He has again followed subheading approach, but he has used one major subheading and another one that is before writing the conclusion. So overall he has used 2 prime subheadings in his answer. And if you look at each of the subheading has been followed by answers in a point-wise approach, and this is something which we also have been discussing in all the UPSC toppers answer copy analysis. Now let's look at the conclusion, friends. The conclusion has been written in a simple, precise manner in 2 to 3 lines. This is very good conclusion. Reason being that, friends, he is unable to come out with a way forward for this particular question. Even though the question is as discussed, he could not have the space and time to write a clear way forward. So what All India Rank 2 Animesh Pradhan has done very beautifully is that, friends, he has added that futuristic perspective. That is what India should do in future. Why we are trying to achieve this gender equality means it is part of sustainable development goal number 5 that we are trying to achieve it by 2030. So this is something, friends, which we need to learn from UPSC toppers. Reason being that conclusion is something which will carry greater weightage in the UPSC mains examination. And whenever if you are writing a conclusion with a futuristic perspective and again trying to come out with government schemes or else sustainable development goals in your answers, the examiner will get impressed with your answers very easily. So overall, if you look at this particular answer, Animesh Pradhan has written a lot of things in a wonderful way. Let's now look at the content which he has presented in the body of the answer. As I said already, for the first component of the question, he has written 6 points, and if you look at the second component of the question, he has again written in another extra 5 points. So overall, if you see, friends, 6 plus 5, 11 points he has written for a 10 marker question, and I would say this is a good way to go. But now if you look at the content which he has presented for this answer, since this question is pertaining to, especially there is a difference between women who are graduating but who are coming and working. That means there is a difference due to that either discrimination or some challenges women face, so they are unable to come and work. So this is the main crucial, or this is the main theme of the question. And if you look at UPSC toppers, friends, they have a very good quality to stay within the theme of the question throughout their body of the answer. This is something which we need to learn. Reason being that if you just look at the box-wise approach he has followed for highlighting the keywords in his various points, social stigma, that is one reason why women are unable to come, and issues in workplaces retaining to, also is also highlighting a Vishaga guidelines, as well as he is telling various social norms which are affecting them, and the biological issues like menstruation and maternal leave will make women or even the recruiter not to hire a woman, and even the glass ceiling which has been followed, and the pink colorization. So he has used a little society based jargons in his answer. And if you look at All India Rank 2 Animesh Pradhan, he is also coming from a sociological optional background. And I would say friends, whenever you are writing general studies paper, if you are coming from a particular optional background, and when such kind of questions is coming in any papers, please try to show your excellence in that answer, because this is something UPSC examiner will really get attracted to. And this is what All India Rank to Animesh Pradhan has done, especially the usage of words like glass ceiling and pink color realization has added value to his answer to the next level, so that the examiner will easily tend to award him the highest marks which can be awarded for this particular question. So for the body of the question, you would be getting that maximum of 5 marks. And coming to the introduction of your mark and conclusion of your mark, so this is the usual 6 marks which other toppers would be getting. But All India Rank to Animesh Pradhan, since he has brought in the technical jargon with very specialization, not only that, he has used Supreme Court judgment, he has used data, so all these will be adding that extra half mark to him, and he will be getting 6.5 marks out of 10 marker. This has been justified by the marks which he had really got in UPSC GS paper 2 examination. If you look at friends, overall we have 20 questions, so on an average, if you would have got each question 6 to 6.5 marks only, then you would have got 127 marks. So this comes close to the reality. Let's now take some key points from today's video, friends. Whenever we write a UPSC mains answer, it should have a proper introduction, body, conclusion, and the body of the answer should have subheading approach and point wise approach. And in the body of the answer, what is very important is addressing the directive, which is something which we have to genetically imbibe from toppers. Not only that, while presenting the answers, whenever we are unable to come out with examples, data, we should try to look for any other way of bringing in Supreme Court judgments or articles also in our answer to add value to our answer and make our statements to be justified. And the usage of schematic diagram is one kind of innovation which All India Rank to Animesh Pradhan has been doing throughout his answer writing technique. So this is something which we need to inculcate. And the temporal dimension is writing a futuristic perspective in the conclusion is also something which we have been learning from this topper series, friends. So I hope today's videos was very useful to you. We'll meet again in a new video. Thanks for watching, friends.